I think it went well. My bench number's low, but I was expecting that. I got long, skinny arms, so I wasn't expecting a great number on that. They needed to see a number down on paper, so there was no red flags. Knocked that out of the way, and then went down here, and I was pretty happy with my numbers at combine. I wish the 40 would have been a little bit faster, but I don't think it warranted needing another attempt here. So I didn't do anything other than the on-field workouts in terms of routes, and I think the routes went really well. So a great day in my eyes.
What kind of feedback have you gotten when you were at the combine, kind of behind the scenes? What have people been telling you they wanted to see, and what did you hear?
Yeah, people want to see me get a little more mass on me, a little more muscle. But I knew that. I knew that coming in, and when they asked me, what do you want to change? I said, just get harder, or work out harder and put a little weight on. And today, I mean, they don't really tell you an idea where they're going to, pick you, or if they're going to pick you. They keep that kind of close to themselves and within their organizations. So I don't get an idea where I'm going to go. But I think today went well, and it only helped me.
Are there teams that have been in contact with you maybe more than others during this process?
Yes and no. I mean, it'll really start picking up from now until the draft. After seeing today, if a team wants to work me out individually, they can either come here and work me out, or they'll fly me out to, say, Seattle wants to work me out. They can fly me to Seattle and work out for a day. But I wouldn't necessarily say there's one that's harping on me more than others. I mean, everybody's going to show their love, and they're going to tell you that they want you, but at the end of the day, it matters on who's the one that's going to call you.
What was it like being back at the facility today and being around some of your, I guess, now former teammates?
Yeah, it's good. It's good to see those guys out there practicing. It kind of hurts a little bit that you're not out there with them. It's any opportunity to go out there and put the pads on and hit each other is a great day. But it was cool to see those guys. I kept my place here in Lincoln. My roommate's Travis Volklek, so it was good to see him again. And he's going to do great things for those guys this year. It's good to see the new coaches around. Those guys starting to bond together really well. You can see it; it's evident. So I'm excited to see those guys go back and put a show on the turf. I got to say, those videos that our Husker media puts out are a lot cooler when you're out on the team. They do a great job. And when you see those videos when you're coming from practice, you're like, oh, I saw that today. And they're cool videos. But then now that I'm a retired athlete, it's like, holy cow, those are nice. But they do a great job. I had to throw that in there.
Did you have any thought about not competing today, given what you did at the combine? Or?
No, that never crossed my mind. Only the 40 pro agility stuff. I was happy with that stuff, and if I did anything slower, they'd question anything I did at the combine. So at that point, it was kind of just do what you feel comfortable with, and I was comfortable with what I did at the combine. So today was really just another opportunity to work out in front of those scouts, and now those scouts can go back to their organizations and say, check out this guy. So I'm happy with that.
You're just happy you'll never have to run a 40 ever again?
Yeah, that's what people were telling me too. They'll tell me I'll never have to sit under 225 pounds again and rep it out. I'll never have to run a 40-yard dash as fast as I can again. So, yeah, I'm happy to get that off. It's for sure a weight off my shoulders.
Is that a frustrating part of how these specific drills, it's so different than just going to practice, like you knew that bench press was going to be something you had to do, and is it kind of a difficult part of the process?
Yeah, I mean, the whole process has its own little on and off switches. So like when I went down to Florida in January, you've got to turn off football skills and start turning on combine skills, because down there you're training 40 pro agility. That's nothing football wise. And then when the combine gets done, that's when you got to turn off combine stuff and turn back on football skills. And so it's a lot of getting your body right for the certain situation. And so now I think it's getting in football shape, because once April 30th or 28th comes around, it's they'll call you for rookie minicamps a week later, and you got to be in the best football shape of your life.
Is there anything you've learned about training the last 2 or 3 months that you wish you would have known prior to now?
No, I mean it was a lot more mental test than I thought it was going to be. The whole aspect of things. They told me at the combine it was going to be they're going to put you in adverse situations to see how you react. But I didn't think it was going to be to that extent, keeping you up till 2 a.m. and waking you up at 6, and then scheduling stuff through your meals, and then so you're hungry, you're tired, and expect you to put your best foot forward. So the mental side of things was something I wasn't necessarily expecting, but it was something that my agents and guys I've trained with kind of hinted at and prepared me well for. But looking back, I just wish I would have had a little bit more of an idea. But nobody knows what you're going to get at the combine. They throw something different at you every year to see how you react to a certain situation. But yeah, I would say the mental side of things caught me off guard just a little bit.
What was the strangest question you got?
This is the one I got that question asked a couple times. I sat down with the team and they handed me a bunch of laminated note cards, and on the note cards were like riddles, and I had to answer these riddles as he was answering the questions. So if you were interviewing me, you were asking questions. What was your leadership style like? What was high school like? As I'm trying to solve these riddles, the riddle would be like, it takes 5 machines 5 minutes to create 5 wheels. How long does it take to create 100 wheels? And so like I'm trying to solve this riddle, doing math in my head as he's asking me like, yeah, my leadership style is more vocal than anything. And I'm like, what is going on? And so it was cool. It was a good experience. It was, like I said a little bit earlier, it was something I'm glad I experienced, but something I wouldn't suck to do again.
How'd they keep you up?
It was so interviews go from 8 to 11 at night, and that's at the stadium. And by the time you get back to the hotel, it's 11:30. I mean, some stragglers interviews, and from 11:30 on is the only times you get with your trainers that you trained with all year. So that was when you do your workout at midnight, from 12 to 1, and then from 1 to 2 is when you had time with your massage and stretch therapist to get your body right. And for the next morning, you wake up at 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Holy.
So it's a process, and they design it just like that to see how people react.
It's like you joined the army or something.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure they go through a little more stuff than we do. But, yeah.
Thanks.
Cool.
Thanks, Austin.
Thanks,
Yeah, yeah.
Austin.
Yep.